about it anyway.
Okay,
But
I won't say Ryan is a bitch live on the air. Oops,
oh
we're
my
live on
god!
the air. Hi Ryan, how
But
you doing?
so yeah, we're going to. I'm gonna go up there and we're gonna go to the comic book convention and see because I haven't been to one in like 2 years because of the COVID. Um, and we're gonna check out some other stuff. But everybody's saying hopefully it won't snow on us. I looked; it's supposed to be 59 degrees in Tennessee that week.
Oh, it's a beautiful day.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Be 59 degrees. But yeah, 28 degrees this week is gonna be balls cold.
Yeah, I'm
But
thinking if I wasn't banned off of Facebook, that I could have taken a picture of my electric oil heater and put it up for sale because I sold the box of pops that had the three different Groots and everybody else from the first Guardians movie in it.
I saw that.
So a friend of mine bought that. She was my nurse before I moved here, and she's come through a time or two when I've had injuries. But her daughter loves the Guardians movies
Yeah,
and watches them religiously at least once a month back to back.
yeah.
So,
I found the other day when I was out shopping, we've got this damn. It's they call them like it's an Amazon bin store.
oh yeah,
I
yeah,
don't know
you
if
told
they.
me about that.
Okay, where I found a Shockwave pop,
Uh-huh.
like a limited edition Transformer Shockwave pop. I put it up. I like Shockwave. I've only got a few though. I'm not a big pop guy. I like a handful of them, but most of the ones I like are all monsters. I've got a bunch of the monsters. I've got like the Beholder and the
Well,
Mind Flayer.
the problem is the ones I see, I go, oh, those are cool, and but then you're like, it's like a $10 chunk of plastic. Why is
Yeah,
it? Why? Oh well, that one's popular, and the speculator market made it go up. I'm like, so I should have to pay you $10 for what? And then they charge like they make the big giant like 10-inch ones
yeah.
that they charge like $30 for.
Hmm.
But then if you wait long enough and they're still hanging around in the store, um, you can you can just wait for a sale and they'll blow them out and they'll be like, redlined for like $10.
I've got the only big pop, like 10-inch one I've got is the I got a Balrog from Lord of the Rings.
Oh,
Uh, which glows in the dark. I've got a couple of Lord of the Rings ones. I wanted the Nazgul, but I haven't got it yet. Or not Nazgul, but the Witch King. I've got a Nazgul, and it's a really cool pop because they did the whole like the hood and they carved it out so it's just an empty spot. You just see the
mm-hmm.
hood. It's cool. Um, and I've got a Man Thing and a handful of
Oh,
them, but
the hood won't
not
go
a
up.
whole lot.
The
Do
hood won't
what?
go up. My hood won't go up with the headphones there.
Oh yeah. But yeah, so we missed last week, and I read this last week. Um, I've looked at it a couple times since. Did you get the second file I sent you over with the other backup story by him?
Uh, I don't think so.
The one with the story that was in um, oh god, it was in strange suspense stories.
I don't think so.
Okay, well we won't cover that one. Then. We'll just look at the
Well, we can go
pictures.
through because
Yeah, I've got. Oh yeah. Oh, did you get a not safe for work thing there? Yeah.
yeah.
It
Well,
says
we haven't started yet. I know we missed another antique store pull from you last week.
oh yeah, I got it. I got a full boy. I ran out of boxes, comic book bags and boards. I've got to box it all up and then get it out for that. Um,
In the meantime, my girlfriend got me because of course I love the Book of Boba Fett no matter what any of the the online interlopers say, it's not as cool. Oh, it's not as cool as the 6.5 minutes that he was actually on screen in the movie for. I'm sorry. You know, it's like, let the story play out before you judge the entire thing. There's
It's not even over with.
No, it's only like episode 5. It's like
Yeah.
you just hit the halfway point. Freaking
Is it
relax.
going to go 10 episodes?
Yeah, I think 8 to 10. So, but if it's only 8, then the next 3 are gonna be like bangers. So
I haven't finished watching Hawkeye. And then I saw today that apparently Disney dropped a uh, Daredevil sneak peek or something.
I didn't see that.
Um, for the new Charlie Cox Daredevil series, um, unless it was a fake, a fake fan video.
It could have been a fake one.
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet because, like I said, I got home from work and I ate, and then I laid on the couch and watched 2 episodes of Bob's Burgers. Um, what? I watch 2 episodes every day, and my wife goes, "Oh my God, do we have to watch this again?" While she sits there and watches damn Chopped or either like Project Runway. Today she was watching Project Runway. It's like, oh my God. And she says, "I said, give me the control." She's like, "Yeah, I have to watch Bob's Burgers. You can watch this." We finished watching Project Runway, and then I watched Bob's Burgers before the show.
Oh man.
Was
Oh, God.
it's all good.
It's all good. So my girlfriend bought me 2 different Grogu pops.
Oh, really?
Yeah. One with the little blue cookies that he pukes on himself with. This isn't a pukey one. He got like a little
Yeah.
blue thing coming off his lip. And the other one, he's got just like a big giant bullfrog in his, like half in his mouth.
That he's eating.
Mm.
Damn it!
And I go,
I gotta send you
for Muppet News.
Kermit Crawford book of news. I've got to send you a picture. I found a new comic book shop actually last week.
Oh,
Um, yeah, it was in Macon. Apparently they were a gaming shop and they were across town. And I talked to the guy. He said they had been buying comics for years and something the owner always wanted to do. And he was apparently on the lookout for a bigger place. So they moved over to Riverside and Riverside Drive, and they've got plenty of room for comics now. They had some really nice stuff. Their prices were pretty good. Condition was nice. They had a good selection of back issues and new. Oh yeah, dude, I picked up a first printing of Animal Castle #1, and I got the second issue also. I was really excited about that. But I got to send you a picture off the show. I don't have it on the thing, or else I'd show everybody. But they had the sideshow Guru and Yoda, the ones that are life size.
oh.
Like 3 foot Yoda, and the 2 foot Guru. And so I snapped a picture with them because them suckers are like.
You mean Grogu?
Grogu, yeah. Grogu.
I'm like, your guru is only 2 feet high? That's odd.
Yeah, Grogu, yeah. But I was like, damn, them things is expensive.
My girlfriend bought me a bunch of action figures too.
Oh, cool. What kind of action figures now? Is it
McFarlane.
He-Man?
No, McFarlane and NECA.
Oh, she got you NECA action figures?
A NECA action figure, yeah.
Oh, a NECA action figure.
So,
Who's the NECA action figure?
what the hell's his name? I forget. Goliath.
Oh, really?
Oh. They had like a few boxes of the Goliath, but the boxes were like all banged up.
Yeah.
This one's like a little banged up in the back. But it was like the best box. You said it was the best box they had. And I'm like, now I have to get the dog. Because the dog comes with the gargoyle wing cape that hangs over this figure's neck.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I need the dog now. I need the dog. I'm like, she also got me the new McFarlane Dr. Fate figure.
Oh, that figure looks nice.
Um, got me the Three Jokers Batman figure.
I hadn't seen that one. Okay.
Of course, there's no Joker figures anywhere to be found. And got me the Batman Dark Knight in the armor, the armor he wears when he fights Superman in Dark Knight Returns.
Oh, I saw that one. Yes.
So there's two of them though.
Okay.
There's like a charcoal gray and black version, and then there's like a blue version.
I saw the blue version. Okay, they had it at Walmart.
Yeah,
But there's a charcoal version too.
yeah. And I asked on the before I got kicked off of Facebook again. I asked on the on like the McFarlane Toy Forum on Facebook. Because I think you just answered. They're all like snotty because you don't know everything about every single action figure that McFarlane is releasing. Then noob. I'm like, look, motherfucker, I've been around action figures since the 8-inch figures with cloth outfits used to be like $2.88.
Yeah.
I tell you to go fuck your mother, but I already did.
Oh Lord.
And where is that thing?
Yeah.
Dum bum.
While you're renting and raving again.
Well, while I'm ranting and raving, yeah. So apparently, according to these fools, there's no difference, just the paint scheme. Like
Yeah.
I guess they released the black and gray one first, and then they released the blue version, and they actually label it on the box blue version.
So I need to go pick the blue one up then, because it may not be as rare as the other. Because if it's still at Walmart, that's where I saw it. Because I was looking at it.
I think that they're like the exact same amount, per case.
Oh, okay.
So I don't think it really matters, but
Did you see the demon one?
yes,
Dude,
I
the
do.
demon, I almost bought it. I was like, damn, this figure's awesome.
you should have. Those are hard to get right now.
Really?
Well, around here they are,
Okay, I'll have to go look.
but there's like the problem around here is there's a toy store in the mall, and this guy is like one of the biggest sponsors of like the Rhode Island Comic Con.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got a store in the malls around here, and he located them basically in the mall across the street from the only Toys R Us in that town.
Yeah.
He had one at the Swansea Mall, and across the way from the Swansea Mall was a Toys R Us. He had one in North Attleboro at the mall that I worked at when I was like 18. And across the way was the Toys R Us there. And down by TF Green Airport in Warwick, he had one at the mall there, across the way from a Toys R Us there. Did that specifically so like every Wednesday when the trucks for the like action figures and stuff would come in, he'd send like a load of his guys over with hundreds of dollars to just cherry pick, and every once in a while one of his guys would get kicked out because they do like a drop shipment on the floor.
Yeah.
Before they would stop ripping everything through, they'd place all the cases, and they knew what was inside the cases as soon as they read the outside of the cases. And so they just start opening them and just like buying stuff, out of the cases, and they weren't even priced up yet. So they'd see him on the camera, like opening up the cases because they didn't want to wait for the employees to, make their way around to them.
Yeah.
So they would just open them up. And I'm like, I'm not supposed to do that.
No. No, you're not.
Which is why you couldn't get anything there. Like I tried to get the 66 Batmobile, the one that fit the they had one that fit the 8-inch figures, so like it would fit the Mego figures, but it was an oversized 66 one.
Yeah.
The seats
It's
were
like-
specifically made for like the small 6-inch 66 figures, but the 8-inch figures would fit in there.
Okay.
And it was the one that was only $29, but it looked really good. And they said they had 2 left in stock, so I ran down and goes, "Oh, we don't have any." But it says you have 2 left in stock. Well, I don't know what to tell you. I can't help you. I'm like, oh. All right, enough of ranting and raving and talking about past conquests and stuff like that there. Let's start the show. Hey, everybody, welcome back to an all-new episode of OK Boomer, the podcast. This is Will.
And this is Thomas.
And we're back, Jack, with Funda, King of the Congo by Frank Frazetta.
Number 1. But then only was art by Frank Frazetta is why I come across this. I think I was telling you the writer, who is, because everybody's unaccredited in these, except for Frazetta back in the day. Stories by Gardner Fox.
Yeah.
Who is huge. This is one of, I have not been able to locate the second book, because Frank Frazetta has an enormous list of books that he actually contributed work for in the comics community, but apparently he's only drew completely 2 issues of comic books, and this is one of them. He did a bunch of little short stories.
Yeah, I do remember. I'm sure you remember the Frazetta magazine.
Yes.
With all his stuff, and I was so excited when that came out. And they go, "Yeah, they just canceled it. It's only 6 issues."
Yeah, they canceled it at 6 issues, and he did the cover and the end pages, and everything else was other stuff.
It was still a great magazine, though.
Oh yeah, it was. I think I've got was it Frank Frazetta's Fantasy Illustrated? I know last week 2 weeks ago, when we were first talking about this, I made sure we threw the not safe for work up there because of depictions of minorities and whatever. Actually, I can say the worst depiction in this book is actually, I think, on the cover. I read the whole book, and it's, for the most part, it's really tame, especially for the time period.
When I was reading them, I go, "What do you mean NSFW? There's nothing wrong with this."
Yeah, I mean, I hadn't read the book at that time. I just saw the cover, and the cover's pretty rough. I mean, the people from, I guess they're from the Congo or whatever, the hidden land where Funda is. They really look like monsters here, and they're, of course, he's beating them up and all this other stuff, and it's, we'll go from Black Panther movie, he's the colonizer here, and it's just it's not good. But inside the book's not like this at all. So the cover's just there to catch your eye. But this is in 51, I think it was. We'll look right here on the front page. Oh, I kept the ads in here because the ads were there, and you can see what the ads were like from way back there a long time ago.
A KLM ticket means happy flying.
Yeah. Now, who the hell is KLM? World's first airline. Yeah. This is Funda, King of the Congo, #1, published by Magazine Enterprises. Whoever the hell that is. Copyright 1952.
Got a few years on both of us.
Yeah, but yeah, so KLM, I don't know who this is. World's first airline, Royal Dutch Airlines. I guess that's who it is. But yep, there's it is, and it is, dude. This is cover to cover. This is all Frazetta. If I think we were talking last week, just looking at it, you've seen Fire and Ice, right?
Oh, a billion times.
Yeah, Fire. I mean, this is freaking Fire and Ice, but
Mm-hmm.
um, outside, away from our splash here, we get a little deep in the mist and fog of Africa as, the hidden land, strength and powerful and all this. And then it goes right into the beginning of the character. If anybody's watching this and hasn't picked it up yet, Thunda is one of a handful of freaking Tarzan ripoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Only Thunda, as we read the story here, is an airplane pilot for the U.S. and he's running supply missions to the soldiers who are fighting Rommel's troops. And he actually crashes into a freaking mountain, and then as his plane goes down, he lands into the unknown land. But there's that.
Sounds a lot like Kazar in the Savage Land, way before Kazar in the Savage Land.
No, dude, Kazar in the Savage Land is old. Kazar in the Savage Land is from like 1939. Kazar is one of the first Marvel. Kazar is one of the first Marvel comics. Him and Namor, and the original Human Torch. Kazar is the
So you
first
mean Timely Comics?
Timely Comics, yeah, Timely Comics. Kazar is the first Tarzan clone, actually.
Wow.
All these Thunda is after Kazar. Yeah. And see, whereas like a lot of these, like Thunda here is, you look at it, this is more like, I understand because Burroughs, if you read a lot of Burroughs, he had Tarzan, and Tarzan is strictly in the jungle, and everything is normal. In the first like 4 or 5 books, I think up to book 6, it's all normal, and then after that's where you start getting Tarzan and the Ant-Man, Tarzan at the Earth's core, and all that, and you start getting the peculiar. I think it's peculiar novels. The peculiar novels where it's from the Earth's core and you get all the dinosaurs and all that other stuff. But Thunda is kind of like in between there. This guy actually crashes into like I said, a hidden land where, as we can see, dinosaurs still live. His dinosaur there, his brontosaurus or whatever Frank's drawing there, is kind of weird looking. It almost looks like one of those on that Land Before Time cartoons.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so his plane crashes, and there it is. He's trying to live, and this dinosaur, of course, bites on it and picks it up, shakes his ass out, and he's outside of the plane for no more than a minute or two when pterodactyls swoop down to eat him, and he's holy cowing as they pluck his ass from the water. But he does have his gun, his trusty pistol on him. But she lets us know in the beginning of the story he only has 7 shots, and he unloads 2 on this damn pterodactyl and sends it down. And of course we struggle right here where he tells us what his name is. Where's his name? I forgot it now. It's been a week since I read this. Yeah, Roger Drum struggles to dry land, and he can't remember anything. So it's like the crash gave him amnesia. So he's kind of trying to struggle who he is and find out that he's an actual soldier. And he still remembers his gun and everything else as these freaking cavemen come to attack him out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
And they're huge.
They just want him to save up to 15% on their plane insurance from Geico.
Is that what it is? So simple a caveman could do it?
That's what happened. The cavemen went back home and they're like, "You have to buy the insurance. We need to get out of here."
Damn it. Oh. So the cavemen attack him, and he tries to put up a fight, but they knock his ass out and then carry him off. he says they're, like a giant package of gorillas, and they overwhelm him, must carry him off. And you look there as they're carrying him up from the ocean, you see the dinosaur in the back eating his plane still. Um, I know this is early for Zeta, but even early for Zeta, dude, I'm telling you, it's better than most people who've ever drawn a comic book.
Oh yeah.
All of this is amazing. I mean, and this is 4 colors. There's no, and he did everything from what I can tell, coloring, inking, the whole 9 yards. He did it all. Um, I mean, look at the freaking grass. I mean, just the grass, the water. I mean, and he does it to such an economy, but the action is amazing. So yeah, they carry him off, and they carry him back to their village. He's in the cliffs. These are the cliff people, and he's there for a little while, and then he starts helping them over the next days, and he discovers as he's listening to them, they're gonna freaking sacrifice him to like the moon god. It's like, well, meanwhile I'm out helping them eat and trying to make my way in the world. They're gonna sacrifice me, and he makes a move, and he lets them the people, the hill people, climb back up the ladders into their caves. And when he does, he pushes the ladders down and he hauls ass into the jungle. He thinks he's going to get away for a while because then they'll have to actually climb back down without ladders. But unbeknownst to him, another party of the cave people return, and they put the ladders back up. So everybody comes, they're in hot pursuit of him. He's like he can't catch a break. Yep. So they're going to kill him now. They're not even going to wait for the moon god anymore. They're just going to make an early sacrifice, and they head off after him. But dude, that's an awesome picture right there. I mean, with him, so he's like, I still got. There's 3 of them, and he's got a couple shots left, and he's got his pistol. He manages to get it back out, and he kills 2 of them. Blows him away, and picks up the club and beats another one to death. And after he kills him, he thinks that he's now scared them enough that they won't ever come back after him. And he starts like going through the woods now. And unbeknownst to him, there's another group of people who live in the valley. These people aren't the hairy, like, Neanderthal hillmen. These are actually humans. They're prehistoric humans, but they live there. And this, of course, this really attractive female is the leader of them, of the Mist Valley, and she sees them. And of course, they're all afraid of the saber.
It's the very first feminist movement.
Is that what it is? Yes, she leads him. Damn it. She actually sees him from the distance, and she realizes he's not one of the cave people or the hill people. So
yeah, she's definitely got like the Betty Page look too.
Yeah. Well, this is probably when Betty was first starting out.
Mm-hmm.
She was a little bit after this, but she wants to stay clear of him, and she'll stay clear of the hill people. She doesn't want her tribe to mix with him. And we discover that over the weeks, he loses, as his memory slowly comes back, he begins to get stronger as he's running through the freaking, the damn valley and learning all this. And he makes himself a bow and arrow. And after weeks, he's, now he's a super strong dude. And there he is learning how to, defend the forest and fight off enemies and stuff. And he's even stealing a rabbit from a freaking saber-tooth tiger at the bottom there. So yeah, this is definitely a modern Tarzan story. That picture is probably better than the opening Flash.
Yeah.
But so there it is. This is where the book really picks up now that everybody's kind of been established. Weeks later, after Funda has become protector of the forest, he actually comes upon the valley people who are being attacked by the hill people, And of course, they want the girl because she's attractive, and they're going to take her off, and they'll be hers. But he sees them from a distance, and he has made his bow and arrows, and none of them have seen it. So this is kind of like when Kirk went to that planet in outer space
Mm.
on Star Trek, and he made the bow and arrow. Friday's Child, that was it.
Yeah.
Um, Thunder unleashes all the bow and arrows and kills the hill people, and beats the hell out of them and sends them off. He's like, my muscles are here, and go back and tell your people that if they come back, he who has the pointy sticks will, be there again. And of course, he saves the girl, and she takes him back, or he goes after her after he saves her, and then she gets angry at him. She wants to send her people after him to chase Thunder off, and instead he like captures her ass and pulls her into the trees.
Mm-hmm.
And there in the trees, he tells her, hey, look, I'm here to help you and everything else. And he takes them over the hill and shows them that the hill people are still coming. They're going to attack the valley people. So in desperation, they head back to their village where they have a giant gong that he rings. And he rings it because he really doesn't believe it. Apparently, if you ring this gong, a giant snake will come out, the he who's around the mountain. Of course, Thunder doesn't believe it, and he does, and guess what happens?
Giant snake comes out.
Giant snake comes out. This is just, though, the thing about this, the art in here, like this is from Fire and Ice. If you will go back and watch it, that's...
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he's reused a lot of these landscapes, so you can see where it comes. The snake in here looks a lot better than the dinosaur to me earlier.
Yeah.
But of course, when the snake comes out, he shoots it with a couple arrows, and all the village people or the valley people are freaking out about it. And he actually has a couple shots left, and he kills it. And once he kills it, they all take him on as new king, Thunder, Lord of Magic and the Drum. He protects the Savage Land. And
blew the snake's brains out. That's good eating. That's good eating for months right there.
Yeah. And then Thulsa Doom goes, oh, what hurts me most is my snake. You killed my pets. Damn it. But so they're like, dude, this is a 10-cent comic, and there are 4 stories in it.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I mean, and all of the stories are pretty good. They're all fleshed out. But I think, same creative team on all 4 of them. This one is, Thunder now, he's, with the elephants and, still fighting against the hill people in here.
The monsters from the mists, but so we get the woolly mammoths.
Yeah.
And they're being ridden by,
intelligent apes.
Yeah. And I'm like, ooh, I've seen this movie.
Yeah, it's not a good movie. And of course, as the woolly mammoths and everything are driving the dinosaurs and other prehistoric animals and whatever the hell else, wildebeest and such through the freaking forest, and they're just destroying it. I can't remember the princess's name here. She
It
goes
doesn't matter what your name.
It doesn't matter what her name is. She tells him how she's so afraid, and she's glad he's there to help them. And she says about the mountain pass, which is closed to the outside world. The earthquake closed it, so they can't ever get outside again. The only reason Thunder got in is because his airplane flew over the damn pass. But as they're going through, now we get our saber-toothed tigers attacking everybody. But the apes have managed to come in, and they're literally trying to kill everybody. They're trying to kill the hill people, the valley people, and all. And Thunder and the princess decide, hey, the best thing we can do is go back and try and convince the hill people that we need to team up together, and that if we team up together, we can drive all these other people away. So that's what they do. They head back Of course, when they first get there, the current ruler of the Hill people, doesn't want any of it. He wants to try and beat Thunder up and take the princess for himself. And he does for a minute. He really doesn't look good here, though. He looks like a monster in that first panel. But Thunder beats him up, and eventually they fall. They fall off the cliff, and as he falls, Thunder manages to kill him.
Yeah,
And then
but he grabs his own the monkey man's own knife off him, which is more like a short sword.
it's like this damn big.
I'm like, now that's a knife.
Yes.
And he basically he pulls it, and the guy falls on top of his own sword, and then Thunder's like goes, cool, another weapon.
Yeah, and he heads off and gets the princess, and of course now after they've got the princess, he's got to get the hell away from the monkey men and the damn shaggy elephants as they head through the forest. Of course, he heads back to the village people, not village people, valley people, and lets them know that he's summoned everyone there to let them know what's going on. This is cool, where they set the fire, the valley on fire because they're trying to drive the people off.
Yeah, they set the tall grass on fire to get rid of the monkey men and the woolly mammoths.
Yep.
And I'm like, was that really a good idea? That you don't have a fire department.
It could get out of hand, couldn't it? But
have you not watched an actual Tarzan movie, Frank?
It's been a long time. But yeah, so they do manage to set the tall grass on fire and drive them away. And the hill people, which they were trying to team up with, now head back. And he tells them, he says, hey, look, tell the hill people that, Thunder's the Lord and he's here and, he'll protect us and all. If you come back, you're going to get more of this. Dude, that was it. Quick story. They drive off the monkey men. They drive off the woolly mammoths.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the panels are just absolutely gorgeous. And we move on to this. This is one more story after this one, I think. But you can tell the art is actually, I won't say it's getting better, but as it goes on, the art's getting better. Because look at how much more better proportioned Thunder is in this Flash than in the first one. Because in that first one, he's like thin as crap.
Mm-hmm. And he's got Fred Flintstone's kitty cat.
Fred Flintstone's kitty cat. Damn it. Yeah, now he's got a saber-toothed tiger. Yeah. When the earth shook.
He's got a saber-toothed tiger like some other kind of comic.
Khazar Zabu, huh? Sounds
cool.
There were so many. I mean, I said it's Khazar Zabu, Thunder, Sheena. It's got to be more than that.
DC had Rima.
Oh my God! Yeah, that's right.
And they actually used Rima in some of the Super Friends cartoons.
Did they?
Yeah. Like a guest star thing.
Guest star thing.
It wasn't like a regular thing. It was like, something happened in the jungle, so Rima teamed up with them because, she knows the jungle.
She knows the jungle. So this story opens with the Hillcat, Thunder, and the princess are actually out hunting antelope, and of course he manages to bring one down. And he goes to get the antelope, but unbeknownst to him, the antelope is actually being stalked by a saber-toothed tiger, which attacks both of them. And Thunder manages to actually kill the damn tiger with the knife he got from the monkey man in the previous, the hill man, the hill people's king from the last story.
Yep, so from the monkey men.
Yep. He kills the damn saber-toothed tiger in hand-to-hand combat and finds a little baby saber-toothed tiger, which he takes and raises as his own. And of course, Now, in 3 panels, dude, this would literally be like 25 episodes in a comic book today. Uh, as the as the cat goes from kitten to full grown saber tooth tiger in 3 panels, uh, and they grow closer and closer together.
Oh yeah.
Uh, uh, Now, remember we were talking about the closed in portion of the valley from the mountains that you couldn't get over
Mhm.
in our last story? Now we find that an earthquake has knocked some of the rubble down and opened the valley back up to the outside world. And lo and behold, we have explorers. There's of course a white guy who's the bad guy here, and he has got some
Oh,
natives.
so typical of today's artwork.
Some
Oh
natives.
wait, this is 1952. Never mind.
Yeah,
This is the one uh, great white mighty hunter uh, forcing
the natives.
all the locals to do all the bull work and carry his stuff as he goes hunting for stuff that he can sell to anyone.
Yeah, yeah. He's looking for. He's heard that there's people in here and they have like gold everywhere. So he's going into the valley to find the gold. And of course, they have a damn gun. They see Thunder from a distance, and they see his gold bands that he's wearing. So they freaking shoot his ass. And after they shoot him, they drag him back to the village, their village, and they take the gold bands from him, and they start to torture him because they want, hey, where did you get all this gold from? Of course, after the bad guy here goes to sleep, he has Memba and Togu look after him. Of course, they don't speak any English, so they're trying to make him talk as much as they can. Uh, so they're going to take damn torches and stick them on him and burn him until he decides to talk. But before that happens, our trusty saber-toothed tiger actually comes in and attacks the local villagers, runs them off, and this guy's just freaked. What kind of savage land is this? It's a real saber-toothed tiger who is smart enough to use his claws to cut the rope to free Thunder.
Well, once you get your first scratching post, you learn.
Once you get your first scratchy post, you learn. So Thunder leaves. He hauls ass as the bad guy starts shooting at him with his pistol. And instead, he races back to the village for the valley people. When he gets there, he finds big ass gong he rung to kill the snake from the first one.
This valley is full of these gongs.
Yeah, I think this is the same one. So he goes back and
Oh,
just
I
raises.
hope so, because I mean, where did they learn to make giant symbols to hang to hit with a club? Because they didn't have a mallet at the time.
Yeah,
But
well, I think this is the same one. It's just there's no snake anymore because the snake's dead. Yeah, see, there's the skeleton for the snake right there.
oh yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, so I'll blow it up. See, so you missed that part. See, there's a skeleton.
We missed the barbecue.
You missed the barbecue.
My life story.
Your life story. So he
So
rings
I'm
it.
dying of malnutrition over here.
Damn it. After he rings the gong, everybody comes in to see what the hell he's doing because Thunder rung the gong. So let's go see. And he tells them, look, they are outsiders that are coming in to try and take our gold and destroy our land. So the hill people now decide, hey, maybe Thunder's not crazy. Maybe we need to team up with him because these guys are coming to destroy us, and they've got magic bullets. So as they unleash on the the hillmen, or they team up and run back to try and help Thunder, miraculously another earthquake happens. But when this one happens, it caves the earth in on top of the damn invaders and kills them all. Oh no, here's the last story. The Gods of the Jungle story.
This is a
Oh,
great page.
yeah, this is a great page. The the freaking like totem god in here, a couple pages from here, is amazing. Um so yeah, so here's Thunder. He's running through the jungle again with the princess and the saber-toothed tiger. And this time though, he comes upon natives who have made it back into the valley. So it's still open. The earthquake didn't seal it back off. So these people are coming back into the valley and they're looking for gold and stuff again. And of course, they stumble upon Thunder. And when they do, they attack him. The first panel up here, dude, I'm telling you, man,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
freaking, that's
The
Johnny
gators and
Quest. That's everything.
Yep.
There's no way to say how.
I can almost hear the jungle drums beating in that first panel.
Yeah, yeah, dude, Johnny Quest is the greatest cartoon ever made. It's amazing. The first series, anyway, the first one season of it. But it's almost impossible to say how much Frazetta affected other comic book work because he did so little. It's amazing. But yeah, so here comes all the villagers. So they're after Thunder now. Of course, he attacks them and managed to turn. Like I said, this is actually not as bad as I thought it would be. The depiction of the actual natives here. Now they're depicted as savages, and I understand that's from the 50s. And the white guys that are leading them are obviously, they're tyrants and goofballs. But that's from the time period. Thunder manages to attack them off, and they actually rescue a guy. But when they go back, to get back to the village, the two white guys that are leading the natives actually say, "Hey, look, I've got an idea and a plan. We'll go back in there and we'll manage to actually overtake these people and get all their gold and stuff." But to do that, they whip up this like token god for them to wish. Yeah, the thieves called of the jungle god called Thunder. They fear him. Well, we'll make them their own jungle god to fear. This is freaky looking. This is cool. So they make a fake totem that scares the villagers and makes them go back in there and attack Thunder because they're afraid of him. But they go in there, they scare them enough that they go in there and go to attack them. Of course, it doesn't do any good because the white guys that come up with this plan didn't realize that all they could do is offer the fear. Thunder really would kill them if they come back and attack him. And he does. I mean, he shoots this dude in the throat. And kills some other ones off. Him and his tiger attack them, and they send all the villagers fleeing back into their forest. And of course, at the end, he tells them, if you come back, I'll kill you because Thunder is always here. Thunder is the jungle chieftain. He fades in his blood forest to live the simple life he loves, surrounded by deadly animals and human killers. And of course, this is actually the end of the issue, and it's come back next month for more.
More in the end.
Yeah, more and the end. What's funny is when I was reading it, I got done because I put in all the ads.
Mm-hmm.
There were no ads. There were no ads that broke up the art. The ads were in the beginning of the book or at the end. So he had to have something to say with that. That's the only thing I can think of. I mean, that's it. Yeah, because here's how Jimmy got a new bike. Lots of fun with money in the television bank. He stole it. Here's just some stuff. There's an engagement ring right there if you want to order it on. There's the men's initial ring. $9.99.
What are you, an asshole?
It showed up there.
Don't be starting no shit.
Don't be starting no. All right. I did throw in a couple of these pictures. I don't know if you saw them. This is from the second issue of Thunder. Okay. This is from the second issue of Thunder. This is written by Gardner Fox, okay? Same writer, but this is Bob Powell. And Bob Powell was a great, Golden Age artist in his own right. But the thing that got me on this is like, Jesus Christ, I've got to follow Frazetta. Can I have something else to do? You got anything else for me to draw?
So you know that Tarzan slice off that Frank did last month? He goes, yeah. He goes, Well, we need you to do a fill-in story.
No,
What?
I'd rather not. Yeah, I mean it's good. It's great for '50s art, but if you look at this page and then you just go back a few pages, and it's like no, I'd rather not. I mean, maybe Al Williamson could have followed him, but that would be about it. Um, so I threw in a couple pages so you could see it. This is the other story I found that he drew and stuck this one in suspense stories. This is an EC story, Squeeze Play. You didn't see this one? Yeah, this one's a typical EC story. Okay, it's great. There's a guy here at the beach. You see, he's under the boardwalk, and he takes all his clothes off. He's actually hiding from the police. So there are police looking for him. He takes off his dungarees, his clothes, and buries them, and heads out to kind of frolic with the scantily clad girls there. And they're all hey sexy, come over and sit down, and they talk, and then we finds out that he goes to the wharf, the amusement park, whatever you want to call it, wharf here on the coast with his girlfriend. And she's like, let's get married. And he says, I don't want to. But, I want to. I've got to see you. Let's get married. She keeps hounding him. So he's like, let's go to the wharf. And she just keeps on about, let's get married. Let's get married. So they go to the damn amusement park. And he's like, oh, there's a roller coaster. Let's get on the roller coaster. Of course, she doesn't want to. Oh, it's scary. It's scary. He says, come on, baby. We got to take a ride. So he drags her, and she's, she's protesting all along the way. And of course, the damn Barkers are like, oh, all the women protest. It's a whole show. They're not really scared of the roller coaster. It's an act. They want you to drag them on there. So everybody's kind of making fun of her and everything. And he drags her on there, and she's like really freaking out. And they head up the roller coaster, and she's like, oh, God, no, God. And she gets it in her head that Harry's going to kill her. And then she tries to actually get up and get out of the roller coaster when it's up to the top. And he just kind of helps her. So he pushes her ass out of the roller coaster when it's up to the very top. And she falls to her death.
Oops.
Yeah. Well, when the roller coaster gets down to the bottom, he gets off and runs out there to the body. And, it's laying in the ground. They're covering up as the police are on the way. And she's like, she's dead. And of course, everybody else hears. He's like, she said that you were going to kill her. And everybody, all the other men around him are screaming, he's guilty, he's guilty. And he's claiming it was an accident, which it kind of wasn't. So he hauls ass before the cops get there and get to him. And then the story picks back up. So now he's on the beach, and all the ladies are like, come on, buddy. We'll go to the water. Let's go get in the water. And he's like, no, no, no. So the women drag his ass into the water. And they keep pushing him out into the water, and it's getting higher and higher. And he's like, I can't swim. Stop it. Well, they keep pushing him in the water, and they hear calling from the beach, like, hey, girls, how are you? So their boyfriends show up. They turn around and leave Harry in the water and swim back. And the damn tide pulls him out, and he dies. Dude, that's an EC story for you.
Oh yeah, it's the here you go. This is going to be poetic justice at its finest, and have at it.
Yes, EC did really did some awesome comics. Frazetta did a couple stories for them. He did a couple for Warren. I can't find the other single issue he completely did. But yeah, like I said, this was all a Frazetta episode, and I just did it because the art, amazing stuff. So, did you pick something out for next week? My Little Pony again?
Oh, fuck off that shit. God almighty. I mean, really, come on. Give me a rest. Oh,
Uh-oh. Ball cap time, huh?
well, cap time. I can't put it on with the things.
With your Joker mask. You still got the Joker mask in there?
Yeah. I'm probably going to put a piece of tape on it and put it up on the wall.
So what did you think of it?
I'm flipping through a stack because I've always got a stack. I'll pick out something that I have not read that is just, a little weird. Weird and wacky stuff.
I like doing the oddball stuff sometimes.
Possibly. We've done some of this stuff already. Kerplink. Kerplink.
What are you thinking?
I'm just hearing your phone go off.
Oh, that's work.
I'll just ignore that then.
I wish I could sometimes.
Well, you remember the DC first issue specials?
Oh yeah, dude, there's a bunch of those are good. Creeper, first issue special Creeper.
The sensational return of the macabre manhunter. And I don't know who that silly dude is he's fighting, but it looks very 70s.
It's a very special 70s. Number 7, first issue Creeper number 7. Trying to see who the artist is.
First issue special, yeah. And the back cover has the thing where you're doing the snap tight dragsters in the soda pop bottles from Monogram Models.
Oh, cool. First issue, script by Michael Fleischer, pencils by Steve Ditko, inks by Mike Royer.
And Joe Orlando was the editor.
Huh.
Oh,
how many issues of
that's the Firefly. That might be the first Firefly.
The green guy?
Yeah.
Huh.
Because I was
colorist is Carl Gafford and letterer is Ben Oda.
Yep, you did a lot of these. Like the first splash page right here. So,
There was fire or something there.
Yeah, it's like, what's the matter, Creeper? I don't hear you laughing anymore. Is it because you finally seen the light and realized your puny powers are no match for the genius of the Firefly?
Yeah. No, it says Firefly, one of Batman's old enemies, breaks jail and begins using his light weapons for criminal purposes.
Mm-hmm. Like, I'm just flipping through to see. I'm flipping through to see what's in here. Like, there's a cameo appearance of Two-Face. Of course,
Scarecrow's in it too.
Yeah, you're reading the Cliff Notes. No fair.
Yeah. Here's some interesting information on that one. You hadn't brought up. The Creeper appeared last in Joker number 7.
Ah.
Yeah, volume 1, number 7. Oh my, really? The Creeper's in this one? He's it's the one where Luthor throws the Joker off the freaking building.
Shazam in a Hostess Twinkie commercial.
Yes. Yep.
Or as I like to refer to him, the real Captain Marvel. And this is the there's a full page ad for the DC family books, which was like Tarzan family with Korok, Superman family,
Yep.
the ones that I collect,
Yep.
Batman family, and Super Team family.
The Batman family books are, or even the Superman family books. Both of those are really good series, and they're only
Yeah.
like 10 issues.
Batman's like 18 or 19.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a little bit. They went a little longer than the Superman family. Well, no,
And-
Superman family changed to Super Friends, to Super Friends family or something like that.
Oh, and here's an ad for the Treasury books.
Yep, first edition spectaculars.
I almost bought the photo of the Captain Marvel photo cover,
Really?
but the guy wanted like $30 for it, and it wasn't in the best of shape. I did get a really nice copy of the Marvel Treasury for Battlestar Galactica, however. I used to have that as a kid, and I I pretty much wrecked it. So, because
I saw in one of the groups the other day, somebody had that. I think it was one of the oversized Treasury, the Star Wars one. But now that's going to be worth money.
they
Of course,
did.
now they're saying that the 35-cent Star Wars is the most expensive comic from Silver Age, or not Silver Age, Bronze Age.
At the very end, there is I guess it's kind of like a letter column. It's about the Creeper, and it talks about Showcase 73, and there's a nice long write up on it called the story behind the story. I'm not sure.
Sometimes when I read the books, I read those.
Yeah.
I'll even catch myself reading letter columns.
Yeah, this is just like a one-page thing, so that might be worth checking out to read. So we'll do and this is kind of like a beat up issue. There's like water damage and it's very crinkly, but I think I paid like $1 for it.
Yeah, it's a reader.
So I'm like,
Fine.
yeah, now anything that's not graded 9.8 in a plastic slab is considered a reader, because they're like, well, but I'm like, because it's like, why you want to pay like thousands of dollars for one in perfect condition, and then you have to nowadays, like, if you're doing like a live auction and you're showing some nice books, you have to put like the powdered glove, you have to put like the white gloves on first, or the rubber gloves on, because people are afraid like your skin oils are going to touch the book and ruin it. I'm like, if you're that concerned about it, maybe comic books isn't the thing for you.
Yeah, they're worth money, but yeah, they're also meant to be read.
I just shake my head, and I've talked to many people that do this, where they buy the book, as soon as they get it in, they put it as soon as they get it, they put it in a bag and a board right there, like at the shop, or if they order it online like you do, they come like pre-bagged and boarded.
Yeah.
And they just send them, boom, right on the spot, right out to get graded, and then purchase the digital version. I'm like,
Somebody told me, not somebody, the guy at the comic shop that day when I was in Macon, he said he had a 4-1. I think it's May 4-1. The first Jane Foster Thor. They had it graded 9.8, and I asked him just out of curiosity how much you're selling it for, and he said they had it at $350 is what they were seeing they were going for now, and he said that they expect it to hit about $450 when the movie goes out. I think I got 2 of those.
I sold mine already.
You may want to. Yeah, he's like, you may want to sell it when it comes out. And I'm like, yeah, I may want to sell it, but then I also, then I won't have a Thor #1. You know, I mean, it's just, I don't know.
It's crazy, but
Yeah. On another note, did you see they're relaunching Daredevil? Not
Look.
the TV show, the comic book. Yeah.
enough
After
from
the
enough from the pony stable back there, huh?
after the Devil's Reign storyline and the end of the Elektra Woman Without Fear, or Elektra, Person Without Fear, whatever it is, whatever the title of that book is. Matt Murdock's coming back, and they're relaunching Daredevil again, new #1,
Of course.
and
$15 for #1. 37 covers.
I can't say his name. Chip is going to be writing it again. Zdarsky's going to be writing it. He is absolutely an incredible writer. Zdarsky's going to be writing it again, and Chichito, I think is his name, the artist for it, is going to be drawing it. So same creative team, same character, everything else, new #1. I'm like,
So they can milk the #1. The #1 will probably be oversized with some silly reprint in the back that you don't want because you already read it a million times. And it'll be like $12-15.
I don't know. I mean, I've got a Daredevil run. I mean, I've pretty much got every issue that they've done. I love Daredevil. But
I'm pretending I didn't hear that.
he said he's going to pretend he didn't hear that. But I just don't know about another #1. I mean, we've had Daredevil Volume 1, then we had Volume 2 that was launched by Kevin Smith. And that run forever. I mean, when Bendis took it over and actually made that one of the best books written, it was fine. And then you had the Daredevil run that Brubaker was on. Then there was like a Daredevil Volume 3, which was Mark Waid, and it went for like 20 issues. And then it went to Daredevil Volume 4, that was like 20 issues by Waid. And then now you got the Zardowski, whatever, the Chips book, which is going for 20-something issues. And now they're going to relaunch it again. So we get Chip again for I don't know how many books. And I just, no, dude, I'm just
done.
Just keep the numbering. I mean, I want to read the book. There's no way I'm not going to buy the book. It's too good not to buy.
Well,
but the numbering just it irks me.
Here's the thing. As soon as they end the run, they're going to release a hardcover compilation.
Yeah, it'll be a $100 omnibus. Yeah,
it shouldn't be.
Well, I don't know.
If you pre-order it, it'll be about $40.
Yeah,
and then you just be like, okay, well now I'm going to sit down and read it.
Yeah. And the only thing about
cheaper.
that is it's cheaper. I understand that. I do get a discount by buying and pre-ordering my comics 3 months in advance. The thing that gets me is, and this is the thing, I love reading a full story like that, but I usually save that for stuff that I'm not super vested in, like Hulk or Daredevil or some of the Batman books, that I've been reading every month since I was like freaking 12. This is a religious thing. Every month you read this book. You don't wait for 6 months to get a giant damn trade and read it. I'm hearing more crap from the peanut gallery over there. I didn't even hear what it was. But it irks me. I'd rather have the book.
Miss Percy's cackling again.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I don't know. I mean, and the thing that gets me about that is that I'm excited that they're going to do a new #1 after they get done with the Devil's Reign storyline. I bought some of the issues today. I've got to read them. But now you got, and I know you hate the case, but like I read the issue 2 of Hulk, like 2 days ago, right? And I honestly have no idea what the frick is going on. I mean, I didn't know everything that was going on or get everything that was going on at the time I was reading it, when I was reading the Immortal Hulk series by Alan.
Mm-hmm.
But, that's where you're setting up a mystery and you're trying to unravel the mystery as the story goes on. And it's a horror book, but it's still the Hulk. You know it's the Hulk. I don't know what the hell this is that Cates is doing. I have no freaking clue. They're like, oh, and now the new Hulk, the most deadly Hulk of all time, gets to fight Thor in 2 issues. So now we're going to have Thor, and the Thor run that Cates is doing is pretty good. It's actually good. I like it. The Hulk run, what in the hell? Did he smoke weed before he started?
Nope, it might have been good then.
It might have been good if he did smoke weed. I just don't understand. Is there going to be a payoff? Do I want to stay with another character I've been reading since I was 12
Mm-hmm.
for 6 issues for a big payoff? Or do I just hang around
I've been reading
for
Batman and Detective the same amount of time, and I'm like, I'm done.
they're relaunching? Are they? Was it Batman they're relaunching again?
Don't know. Don't pay attention. I quit everything.
Yeah. One of them is, I think one of those is relaunching again.
I quit all those. I'm like, nope.
And then Lemire signed a like exclusive contract with, like, was it Image?
Mm-hmm.
So he signed the exclusive contract with Image. Thank God he did that after he got the 3 issue Swamp Thing series written. The Green Hell, which I've got to finish reading it. I just thumbed through it and it looks amazing.
I haven't seen it. Anything that DC's doing, if I hear enough good things about it, I'll just buy the hardcover.
Well, I'll let you know on the Lemire.
Lemire, I'll probably want because it's Lemire and I love all his stuff. So
yeah, he's amazing. And I got the Jock Batman story too, which I've got to read.
Yeah, let me know how that is, because but I'm like, I go, everything they're doing is a miniseries.
Yep.
I go, they've turned into Dark Horse. Everything's a miniseries. I'm like, well, I'm all set. I don't need you.
Well, the thing
like,
that is
all the stuff that I'm missing from, that, like, older books. I'm like, her and I'll go up to the flea market in the summer or fall one Sunday morning or Saturday morning, whatever, and see what they got over there. I know there's like tons of like comic dealers over there, probably with overpriced stuff, but you'll probably find like somebody with like, dollar bins. And I know there's stores all the time, like, my LCS and plenty of others like in the area that do like, dollar sales, like, any, my friend's shop is usually like any book in the bin's under $10. Any book $9.99 and below is $1. So you basically go through and you spend like a couple of $100 and you've got like over like a, you've got over like a box of books.
Yeah, you got a long box.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know. All right, well, I'll get that issue to you, and we'll get it over there. Well, you've actually got a paper copy, so we'll read it. Then I guess we'll be back next week.
Next week.
Same
so until then,
time.
Same bat time, same bat channel, same creeper time, same creeper channel. We'll see you with Jack Ryder next week right here on OK Boomer.